As a manager, you are only as good as the people who work for you. When there's a void in your staff that you need to fill, there are different ways to go about finding talent. In the interest of cutting costs, companies have insourced their recruiting by hiring someone to canvass the market through job boards and social sites like LinkedIn. Initially, this may seem to represent a low-cost approach to staffing. However, long-term, by virtue of having the wrong or lesser qualified person, this is actually a high-cost solution to recruitment. The reason is that in-house recruiters tend to lack the technical ability to go out in the market and correctly identify high-achieving candidates. The job boards tend to attract the best of the unqualified, unemployed, and unhappy. Meanwhile, business social sites like LinkedIn only offer fragments of people's backgrounds and experience. Only 35% of users provide a detailed enough profile useful enough to search on. Even if in-house recruiters find a qualified candidate, they are likely to lack the knowledge and experience to effectively evaluate and communicate with a prospect. The cost of hiring an in-house recruiter isn't as cheap as you may think either. You will need to include their salary, taxes and benefits, the office space and equipment they are using, and the cost of potentially making the wrong hire, which could be 3 times the salary of the person you are hiring, not to mention the disruption this creates in the department and for the reputation of the hiring manager. And in-house recruiters poaching from your competition reflects poorly on your reputation. This brings us to the other solution: hiring a specialty recruiting firm to go out and source passive candidates in the market. The recruiting firm utilizes an in-house database, the results of ongoing searches in this market, and an in-house research department that can map out talent from competing organizations. This gives the search firm access to a network of job seekers that otherwise would not be available. As a result, executive search firms provide their clients with a larger pool of highly talented and qualified candidates. The industry wisdom is you can select brilliantly, but your choice will only be as good as the pool of candidates you have to choose from. Recruiting firms have honed their expertise in their given specialty as a result of working on repeated searches in the market, developing knowledge that allows them to more effectively find the high achievers in that industry. At the end of the day, a company's time and energy is more valuably spent on its core business. Leave the hiring needs to the people who specialize in this business.